the Tamagotchi took the toy world by storm in the late 90s and early 2000s. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a tiny little virtual pet toy. I first got my hands on a Tamagotchi back in probably the early 2000s when the Tamagotchi Connection or V2 came out. Myself and my childhood best friend both got one each, and we had a lot of fun playing with them together, and I'm sure there are going to be a fair amount of you that can relate to getting in trouble in school when a very loud cry for attention comes out of your pockets. And if it was anything like my primary school, they ended up getting banned. I can't remember how or why I stopped playing with mine, but in the last couple of months I found out that these have actually made a comeback. Although I think that's kind of unfair to say, because I'm sure that there are going to be a lot of you out there who would say that they never really went away. So yeah, there are actually tons of releases, mainly in Japan, but there are a few that have reached this side of the world, but the majority of them are in Japanese, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the amount of devices that are in English are actually in the minority. Anyway, I took to Google and found out that the original Tamagotchi had actually made its way back onto shelves at some point in the past few years, and I thought it would make a fun video if I spent 1 month trying to take care of one. Hit the like button if you actually had one as a kid, or even if you've got them now, and let me know in the comments what model it was or what ones you do have. But yeah, let's begin this journey. And little spoiler, it didn't quite go how I planned. Alright, so I've come to Smith's to have a look at what Tamagotchis they've got here. Obviously, as I said in the intro, we're going for the classic, but I wanted to pick one out that was kind of like cute. I mean, like the shell. We do have a store near us that does sell them as well, but they only had one colour and I really didn't like it, so hopefully we can find something better here. Alright, so I am home now. I couldn't get too much footage in the store just because they were blaring music in there, so like it wasn't really the most ideal place to be trying to like vlog. So I did get a couple of clips of the options I saw, and actually I ended up doing about like 3 or 4 laps of the store before asking someone where they were because I couldn't find them anywhere. Turns out it was in just like a little section right at the front, but they had quite a lot of options of Gen 1 and Gen 2, and I ended up being stuck between sort of a few options, but I got Michael to help me pick because I am the worst at deciding. And of course I ended up going with the sort of pastel-y coloured one. It was the final choice between the Galaxy one and the pastel one, but I thought the pastel one was cuter, and so did Michael, so let's unbox this thing. Alright, so we are home with our Tamagotchi. I struggled to pick one, so I asked Michael for help. As you can see, the price tag it was $16.99. Ew, there was like a sticker over it. I guess it might have been on sale at some point before, or it might have been more expensive, I don't know. But like I said, I made sure I got a Gen 2, and I went with this kind of like pastel-y kind of colour. I thought it was really cute. So let's go ahead and open it up. I didn't mean to rip the box there, but you gotta do what you gotta do with these kinds of labels. So it does come with a little instruction manual. I'm gonna ignore that. We're gonna go in blind, and we'll take it out of plastic. Obviously it comes with a little ball chain thing here. I might switch it out for something else at some point. Here's what it looks like up close. So now I guess I just have to pull the tab out. This is how you get the battery in and stuff, and the reset button. So let's just go ahead and pull it out. Oh my god, that's a beep and a half. I also just noticed as well, I didn't realise this inside bit was gold, so I'm happy with that. I think I do have to set the time, so if I hold these down, I think, maybe I do need the instructions. Or was it? No wait, it was B. There we go. And then I need to set it, so what time is it? 20 to 12. And then we'll set it, and now the time is moving. So if I go back, I guess I'll just meet you when the air catches. Hopefully I can keep this thing alive. Although as far as I'm aware, they can't die as a child, so let's see how long we can have it live. And if it does die, I'll just like reset however many times in the space of a month that I need to, but hopefully that'll be none. This is so nostalgic though. Oh my god, it's hatched. Look at the little guy. I need to feed it and stuff. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this with, okay. So I guess I need to look at its stats first. Is it this one? Discipline, it's empty, it's hungry. It's happy, not happy. So let's go back. Let's get it fed. Would have to give it a few meals, so I'm just going to spam them. But here's the little animation. If it was a Gen 1, it would have said meal or snack. There we go. And I'm probably also going to give it a couple of snacks as well. And then I think this icon is to play a game as well. I'm going to have to figure out how to mute this damn thing. So I've got to win against it to build up its happiness. I'm not entirely sure. So who's going to win this? My Tamagotchi's mad at me. Am I supposed to win at this or not? Right, let's go back. Maybe I'll just this time give it some snacks. There we go, now it's happy. Okay, so I can leave it alone for now, but I think it's going to need some like constant care. We got the first poop. I think it's this button. Yep, there we go. We all clean. Alright, so I think we're on the child stage for my Tamagotchi at the moment. I think I missed the exact moment it grew up. They are a lot less needy at this point, so if I go to its stats. We're a year old, it's 10 pounds. We have no discipline because, in all honesty, when I first started it up, I kind of had it on mute because I decided to try and multitask, which I probably shouldn't have done for the baby toddler stage because it's very, very needy. But I was trying to play some Crash Team Rumble, and so I didn't quite have 100% of my focus on it. I completely forgot, like, how ridiculously needy they are at the start. At this stage though, they're so much easier to take care of. Yeah, we have no discipline because I obviously didn't notice any time that it kind of beeped at me for no reason. Run through it at full hunger. I think I've only fed it once since it turned this stage, and same with the happiness as well. I've only played with it once, so it's so much easier to take care of at the moment. But I can't remember how long it stays at this stage, so I'm just gonna have to keep taking care of it and see how it goes. What I do know is that, like, depending on how you take care of your Tamagotchi depends on how it grows up to be in terms of looks and needs as well. So hopefully I don't get a bad one. I was kind of hoping to get like maybe the best one the first time around, but I don't think that's gonna happen because of how not well I took care of it as a baby or toddler. So let's just see how it goes. I do need a nap though, so I am going to try and pause it. I'm pretty sure I literally just do that by, wait, that's not the right thing. I'm pretty sure I literally just do that by going into the clock and then, oh, I don't know if I can do this one-handed, hang on. You press the two outer buttons, and then once it says set, you're essentially paused because time needs to pass for it to grow up. I don't really know if that's viewed as cheating as such, but like, I know that's something I definitely used to have to do when I was in class, like when I was young and in school, so I'm gonna go with that. I do need some extra sleep today, you can probably tell. But yeah, I'm gonna get some rest. Hello friends, it's now the next morning. You might be able to hear the cat fountain in the background. It's been really loud this morning, but I woke up this morning and ended up pausing my Tamagotchi because I was worried about so two things I changed last night. I realised that my Tamagotchi went to sleep at 8 p.m, which I was a bit worried about it then waking up at 8 a.m, which would be a little bit early for me because especially now I'm kind of like in the midst of a little chronic fatigue crash. I'm not waking up at 8. So I set the time back an hour. It's now just about 11 o'clock. I paused it for a little while because I wasn't sure if I was going to get up immediately, so I thought I'd leave it for a little bit. But I just need to like correct it now and then we'll have a look how it's doing. Alright, so set the time. Let's go back and we'll have a look at the stats. So we're 2 years old now because another day's passed. It's at 10 pounds. No discipline, of course. I didn't realise also that you have to discipline them when, like, also if they don't eat when they're hungry or if they don't play when they're not happy. I didn't know that you had to do that as well, so I don't think they've actually done that yet, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. It's only got one hunger bar missing, which is pretty good. I thought it would be empty for the morning. And same with the happiness bar, so I'll take care of that. And hopefully it's going to grow soon as well, because I'm pretty sure they turn into a teen after a day. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's see how it's doing after another few hours. It's actually been most of the day now, and it's definitely a lot less needy than the earlier stages. 2 years old, 16 pounds. No discipline still because it's not really done anything. It is, however, hungry and unhappy, so let's give it a feed. Enjoy your burgers. So its hunger's now full, and I guess I just need to play with it a while to make it happy again. So I just had to go out for a grocery shop and the Tamagotchi grew up whilst I was out. I should probably clean up that poop as well. There you go, all clean. And I think from the growth chart, this is the good one, I hope. So yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of adult it turns into. Thought I'd give you an update for a few days later. We're still in teenager stage. I think it's been a few days now, so hopefully tomorrow we will grow. But we have 5 years old, 27 pounds. Discipline is full. I've managed to get in a couple today, so that's made a huge difference. And I need to play one game, but we're pretty well taken care of. So hopefully we get a good one when it eventually grows. Damn it, I just missed it by a second. My Tamagotchi made the grow up noise and what the heck is that? First of all, let's get rid of the poop. Okay, so looking at this chart, it looks like I got if I hold it next to it, it looks like I got a Zukichi. So I'm not sure if I had a type 1 or a type 2 Tongarichi, but I either had average or above average care, so I guess we're very middle of the road. However, looking at the chart here, it looks like we can get one of the secret character, or the secret character, maybe, if we can keep it alive long enough. So let's hope we can keep our friend alive and see if we can get that secret character. That'd be amazing to do that on the first try, even if it isn't the best care for type. Alright, hello, I just thought I'd come and do a little update now that it's been a few more days. We are now on day 8, I think it is. So if I have a look at the age real quick. So we are 9 years old. I think a year is a day. I can't remember if it turns 1 on the first day. It's 59 pounds. We are fully disciplined. not hungry, we are full, we are happy. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what day, if we end up with a secret character, it'll turn. I think one of the requirements is full discipline, so I've got that covered already. It's had a few situations where it's kind of like called out to me for no reason, so obviously that's been fun, but like I often find the beeping kind of annoying, so it does end up on silent when I'm playing the game because it gets really like obnoxiously loud. And then a lot of the time I do end up forgetting to put the beep back on after I've finished playing the little game. So there probably have been other times where I've like missed out on discipline, or like it that has had a fully empty hunger and happiness bar, like on one occasion where I just like forgot to unsilence it and I just got really busy with work. But hey, I mean, it's still alive, right? That's what counts? Question mark. I will say as of late I am finding myself giving it a few more snacks than I probably should be, just because like if I'm in the middle of something I don't always want to play the game to like increase the happiness. So yeah, I probably just need to give it a little bit more exercise. But at the same time, like the game, I mean, it's the same game over and over, it does get a little bit old. I am just glad that it's not the one from the Gen 1 game though, because you just don't know how it's going to go. At least with the numbers you've got some kind of prompt to work off of. But yeah, I think at this point I'll update you when something new happens.
What is that?
I don't know. I've seen it get sick before, but it's never done this where it's just beeped non-stop. Is it dying? Hi bud. What do I do? I can't like press anything. I think it's dying. Like, it's not been sick. I've literally been like frequently checking this thing. Are you good? I can't press anything. What do I do? Okay. I think I'll get... No, it's going back to its little planet. Oh, bye. Why would it have a little death icon? Also, that beeping was very aggressive. I guess I get a new egg now. 12 years old. I don't know if that's good. Let me know in the comments if you know if that's good. So now what? What do I do? What if I try and... Oh no, I can't do this one-handed. Hang on. There we go, it's back into an egg. I should do it upside down, but I guess we wait for it to hatch now and we start again. So this time, I'm not preoccupied whilst it's in its probably most needy stage of life, so let's see if I can do any better this time around. I kid you not, I walked away from this thing for 5 minutes and it grew up. But hey, I mean, I have just had to like feed it and stuff again. Probably need some exercise because I did just shovel a load of cake in its mouth, but we're getting somewhere. So we got a couple of weeks obviously into this video and I ended up becoming far more obsessed with this than I ever thought I would. I thought it was just going to be like a little fun video to reintroduce something that was fun from my childhood, but it's very much turning into a full-blown obsession. So as you can see here, we've got some footage of the Tamagotchi Uni from the first days I got it, and so Michael was like saying to me, you know, you need to let me know what you want for your birthday, it's coming up soon. And I was like, oh, if I'm still as obsessed with this Tamagotchi by the time the Uni comes out on the 15th of July, then I think that's what I'm probably going to want for my birthday. And he was like, he's never seen me as obsessed with anything or excited about anything little like this in forever. So he was like, yeah, I think we should do that. And then I found out that Smith's, which is a UK toy store chain, had got the Tamagotchi Uni delivered early, but it seems like a lot of the stores didn't really know what they were and they were just kind of like putting them out on the shelves, and that was literally right at the beginning of July. So we went out for a little drive on the 3rd of July, which is still like just less than 2 weeks before the release date, and we actually found some being displayed in like a security cabinet because obviously they're not cheap devices. So I go up to the counter and I'm like, hey, if something's in the security case out there, do we just like ask you? All right, let me just go get the keys. And she went and got one out and put it through the till for me and it worked. And yeah, we ended up getting our hands on some early. And the difference between this one and the original is huge. And I'm really glad I managed to get my hands on one. Alright, so I think we're about 5 days after I got the Uni, and let me give you the update on the original that we already had. So, can you see it? Yeah. As you'd already seen one round of me raising like a baby and a child and stuff, I thought, oh, I'll just wait to adulthood, but nope. No. I had to end up with the same one, didn't I? The Uni's still going strong though. So let me show you where we're at with that. I've turned the sound off on this. The only thing I will say is that like, I wish I could have some sound and it's not like either loud or off, but it does need a little bit of caring for. I pick this up every now and again and we're on day 7 with it now. It's still technically before release day, but I'm really happy with the little one I got. The thing is though, I've had this adult for like several days now, and now that I know that you can basically get a new one by marrying your one off, it's taking a lot in me not to do it. I mean, I want to do it with the future one, but I kind of want to see out how long of a lifespan I can have with my first one. maybe the next one we will like marry off and get a new egg. But I think that's a really cool way if you end up with a character that you don't like to just kind of like get rid of it and start again without having to like wait for it to die. I like that feature. I mean, I'm sure it's been a thing for a long time, but obviously like my experience kind of limits to the two that I have. And I think it was the first Tamagotchi connection that I had, which I'd really love to get my hands on again someday because I kind of want to see what that was like, because I know that they added a lot when they released that particular one. I think the best thing about this uni is how much of a productivity tool it's ended up being. So like I can't just straight up work and not do anything else. I need like a distraction, but a lot of the time when it comes to like me taking a little game break, like one of the things I used to do to like wake my brain up, for example, was just like hop on and play like one single game of Fortnite. But obviously you don't know how long that takes, and sometimes you play the game and you're like, oh, one more game. I mean, when I do that though, it truly is just like one more game. Or like I'd hop on Dreamlight Valley and then I'd kind of like lose track of time by like doing loads of quests and tending to my crops and stuff and going to buy stuff and redecorate and all that kind of stuff. But with the Tamagotchi, I can just like pick it up, take care of what I need to, maybe play a few games on there, check out some of the shops if I see anything I like there or I want to buy them and whatever. But it's a very easy like pick it up for a minute and then put it back down type of distraction. And because of that, I've been getting so much more work done in a day. So for me at least, it's truly been worth it, and it wasn't really something I was expecting to benefit from this thing. Like reigniting an old obsession maybe, but I wasn't expecting it to help me work. And speaking of work, I should probably get back to scripting, so I'll update you again when there's something new that's happened. Of course you would poop as soon as I turn my back, wouldn't you? Sorry about the fan noise, but my Tamagotchi just asked to leave. Wait, I wasn't ready. Oh my god, is it just leaving by itself? What are you doing? I guess it's staying? Well, I don't know what that was about. We'll have to see if it happens again. Have you had that happen before? Let me know in the comments. Okay, we've just hit a new milestone, so if I have a look in the status here, you'll see 13 years old, which is a year older than last time, and it's still alive. So, so far so good. I just need to feed it and play with it. It's only just woken up. Let's see how much longer we can keep this one alive this time. This is not how I was planning my day to go. This one's dying again, so we're on day 14, which I think would have meant tomorrow I would have got the secret character if it survived. I've been checking this thing religiously every 30 minutes, so I think this must be old age because it literally about 10 minutes ago had full hearts. I was so determined to try and get that character, but never mind. I guess day 14 is where it was meant to end. I haven't got the sound on, so I don't know if, yeah, looks like this animation isn't finished. Oh no, it has. 14 years, there we go. So hey, it survived like 2 more days than last time. I guess it's time to get another egg going. Not sure how much of this one I'll film at this point. We're probably more going to concentrate on progress with the uni, which actually asked me to leave again today. If I still got the footage, I'll insert it here, but I said no this time because I kind of want to see how long I can make it last. I don't know if these die of old age because today is actually the 15th, so it's actually the uni's actual release day. But I'll probably give it like a few more days and maybe marry it off and start again and see what we get next time. Now, I heard at some point today there is something that has been going on for launch day that I might be able to get some things out of. I can't remember how it was. I think it was in info, renew info. We're going to update it and let it do its thing for a minute. New info is here. Okay, let's open our mail. Oh wow, okay, we've got 3 things. Tama World Tour. World Tama Tour is going to start. Get exclusive items too. I'm going, are you? Of course I'm going. We've got to download items. So it's asking me to input the code from the manual and the website when I've got Wi-Fi. I have actually done this, I'll show you an item in a minute. But the thing is the codes are a lot to put in and I'll show you why. We've also got Hello Uni. Welcome to the world of Tamagotchi Uni. Your Tamagotchi Uni life starts today. Well, I mean it started a couple of weeks ago, but that was not supposed to happen. Meet many Tamagotchi characters around the world. Oh, we have a QR code. How am I going to show you this? Okay, I kid you not, it literally just showed me the trailer. This is obviously not the trailer. My Tamagotchi's just having fun riding the magic carpet through the house. But we have some mail and stuff to look at, so let's go back over here and look at it. You can see the new button is still there. I like the fact that it does tell you that there's like a notification. So we've got a summer bonus, so I wonder if this is a seasonal one. A chance to make your Tamagotchi more unique. Tamamore? Tama fashion? So many choices. Push the A button. Ooh! Received. Wait, what have we got? How much gold did we get for that? Hang on. It's not gold though, it's gotchi points, isn't it? I shouldn't mix those up. I'm just used to playing farming games. I think it was like 2 grand. So that was a nice little welcome gift. So I wonder if it's like a seasonal thing or if it's like just for the launch kind of thing. If I go to download as well, I will show you what that is. Let's go to the collab section real quick because I've not done that. There's no collab area on at the moment. And when we want to input the code, this is why I haven't just gone on and done every single one. Oh, we gotta let it connect again. Okay, oh, that didn't take long at all. Okay, so yeah, inputting one letter. So say I wanted to put in the letter, I don't know, M. So like I'm selecting this tile and then each of these rows gives you a different type of thing. So letter, number, or like you're done. So we're gonna go to letter and then you go scroll across until you get to M. And I know there's like no real other way to do it, but like for me, it just kind of like wears on my patience a bit. So let me go back and I'll show you what I got earlier. And it's basically the item that comes with the pink Tamagotchi Uni. So if I go to the accessory section and then I'm going to change out the hat. I've been loving the koala hat at the moment, but somewhere along here it is. So this is the pink bow that came with the Tamagotchi Uni, and with the purple one came an equivalent purple bow, but there's literally a whole other bunch of items that I will leave the codes for on the screen, or actually maybe I'll put a link in the description. I don't know yet. If you have a Uni and you wanted to download some stuff, the codes will be available in the description from the wiki. I was going to do it now, but it's kind of late, like if I show you the time. Oh, it says 9:19, I forgot I did that. So I've actually set the time like 1 hour earlier, just because like I tend to go to bed later and wake up a little later than the Tamagotchi would, so I don't want to end up kind of getting a care mistake just because of my sleeping schedule, so I set the time a little bit differently. But tomorrow I think I'm going to send my Tamagotchi on a date and maybe we start again, I don't know, because it did ask me to leave this morning. And I'd quite like to see if we can get another character.
Tomorrow.
Good morning, friends. So I've just woken up. Looks like my Tamagotchi isn't asking to leave today. So I'm thinking what we do is see if she wants to go on a date. Let me just make sure she's all like happy and stuff first. She needs a bit of feeding. The happiness sort of fun meter should be alright though. So I'll go ahead and give her some of her favourites. I think this takes up 2 hunger bars, so it's probably worth us doing this. So if we check now, yep, we're all full. Okay, let's do this. So we're going into the Tamaverse. And actually before we go in there, I just want to check on the other parts of the Tamaverse. No, they're not open yet. So launch day was yesterday, and there's these 2 sections of the Tamaverse that haven't actually been opened. So maybe that'll be something we check out with the next one. But if we go into, oops, not this part. We're going into this part, and we're going into the party area. So we hit go to party, and then we have to pick if we're going to date anyone. So our choices are these 4. Who do we go with? I don't know if this affects like our egg or like the personality of our Tama next time around. Actually, before we do that, shall I show you where we're at? So if I go and look on the profile, we're a playful day 14. Mimichi is a female that comes out of good care. These are obviously all things I set. So back to the Tamaverse we go. Oh no! I completely forgot about the fact that you can only join those once a day, so I guess we're going to do it tomorrow. Although saying that, I'm curious to know if skipping time works. So if we go to settings, there we go. Keeping the month, moving the day up. Let's try again and see if it works. So I wanted to know if the profile actually progresses. It still says day 14, so I don't know if it's going to work. All right, let's see if it lets us in. You can't join anymore today, see you. Oh dear. Okay, never mind, I'll put the time back and we'll just do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow for sure.
Alright, it's the next day now. I've literally not even touched it for the day. Let's sort ourselves out real quick before we give her a check to see if she will go on a date, and maybe we could start again today. Mind you, I don't even know if it matters if we're not gonna keep her, so let me just show you her profile before we go. Not making that mistake again. There we go, we're on day 15. To the Tamaverse. Wait, what about my items? Oh no, I've already been here now. Okay, well it's too late. I'll have to just sacrifice the items and hope they come again. I've got them from the Tamaverse anyway, so let's go to party. Who are we gonna date? Do we go with the shark? This guy? This little sad person? I think we're gonna go with the shark, you know. The shark's one of the new ones. Hello, hello. You carrying a broom? Oh no, it's a trumpet thing. Oh no, my other Tamagotchi's beeping. Tend to that whilst we check on the date. You're full. You can be disciplined again. Right, we're gonna propose. Are we sure? Yes. It will definitely be fun with me. Ah, I think he said yes. Yeah, so on the original, I was leaving the discipline once the bar got full, but I think that counts as like a care miss, so I need to still keep up with that, and that's why I keep getting the same character. Off they go. Oh my god, there's an entire crowd. Do we get to choose an egg again, or did they just give us one? I don't know. Oh, we got a blue one this time. Okay, so we don't get to choose. Oh, we got a new care icon as well. Okay, so maybe this is something that we should have been doing anyway. Oh, well, here we go again. Obviously that's significantly older than like the normal time for a teen to grow, but I actually made sure to pause it this time, especially if I knew I was going to like sleep for a long time, or if I had to like go out and couldn't take it with me, or like I just knew I couldn't like tend to it in any way. I think this one's got like quite a lot less care mistakes, so yeah, I'm happy with that. Though to be fair, I was pretty much just praying for anything that wasn't the same one again. I'm pretty happy with that success. So that was my little more than a month taking care of a Tamagotchi. Let me know how you think I did. As an update to my uni, she is still going strong, and I'm really enjoying honestly having a backlit screen because it is a struggle to see the original one in the dark. Honestly, after doing this video, I kind of became truly obsessed with them, and I made the decision to start a collection. So, let me introduce you to my Pix party. I only got this a few days ago. She's now an adult, she's doing great. I gotta say though, this thing is like huge, but that's because of the batteries. But when I first picked this up, like aside from the buttons being a little bit finicky to deal with, I gotta say, given that this is like the release that just came after the Pix, I feel like they took away a lot of features on the Uni that were on the Pix. Obviously not expecting there to be a camera, but really just in terms of what you can do with the gameplay. I know that this time they wanted to introduce the Tamiverse, but I don't know, I'm just finding a lot of it is still kind of fenced off. I know the main thing on this one was supposed to be the introduction of the Tamiverse, which was meant to be the metaverse of the Tamagotchi world, but I, along with a lot of other people, have found that's not quite what we expected. In fact, 2 of the main areas of it are still fenced off this far after release. And yes, we are after release now, we are a week after release. I think what I'm really hoping from the Uni is that they kind of treat it like they do with modern day games. So if you didn't know, the Uni is the first device to be able to accept software updates. So, you know, like a lot of modern day games, I'm hoping that they trickle out new features with these updates just to keep it fun and fresh. But at the moment, I truly do feel like, in some ways, it is a step back. I do also have a Tamagotchi Smart on the way, so I will go ahead and film a short of me unboxing that when it does arrive. But also at that point as well, I think running 4 Tamagotchis is going to be a lot, so I think I'm going to end up boxing up my original again, just because I'm enjoying some of the newer gameplay features and the backlit screen. Like, I do like to, you know, lay in bed for a little while and play a couple of little mini games, and I can't really do that on this without a torch, so yeah, I forgot those kind of struggles. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a comment with your favourite Tamagotchi model and I will see you in the next video. Bye!